you okay? Jim, you okay? You okay?
Number 1. The Dam Diver. Two professional divers get to the Lake Oliver Dam for what should be a routine check. It is a task they have performed many times previously. Their task is straightforward. Inspect the chain on a dam control gate, then schedule repairs. It ought to take not more than 15 minutes. Both individuals are skilled. Eric Herbert and Alex Paxton had been employed as divers for over 10 years. They stick to protocol. Safety measures are in position. The dam's power sources are secured, tagged, and rechecked. In theory, it is a safe dive. Alex was the first one to go under. His helmet camera captures everything. He goes down slowly along the huge steel chain attached to Gate 3, his lights checking each link for harm. Above him, the water is still. Below him, it is silent. And then, everything shifts.
I'm gonna have him keep slow, like just hold your slack. Roger.
Without notice, he is pulled sideways. A 10-inch pipe concealed in the wall pulls his arm in with immense force. He yells that he is stuck, but the suction is overpowering. Over 850 pounds of force pins him to the dam. His body was crushed so firmly against the surface he could hardly breathe. His colleague, Eric, attempts to help, but there was nothing he could do. For 30 minutes, dam employees scrambled to locate the source of the force. Everything on the safety list had been noted as safe. Each valve closed, each system tagged, but finally they discover it. A small secondary valve, utilized to prime the penstock, a big pipe that sends water to the turbines, had been left ajar. It was not on the lockout list, and because of this, it had not been turned off. That valve had made the pipe a lethal vacuum. By the moment they shut it, it was too late. Alex never stood a chance. The force kept his lungs from inflating. He lost awareness within minutes. His body was still stuck when he perished. Following the incident, Georgia Power was discovered to have broken safety rules. The valve ought to have been included in the lockout-tagout procedure. It was not. The Paxton family subsequently filed a wrongful death claim. An agreement was reached, but the harm had already been done. Since that time, procedures have been revised. Each valve is now listed, each hazard considered, but the tale of Alex Paxton is a reminder. Even one missed detail can cost a life, and when it concerns diving near dams, there is no such thing as a normal day. Number 2. The cruise ship overboard. For most, a cruise is the best escape. A floating hotel where time slows down, the sun always glistens, and troubles are left on shore. But for a certain woman, it concluded in tragedy.
Passenger of a ship was reported missing, and we are currently performing a search and rescue operation at this time. We apologize for this, but I know and I speak on behalf of all of you when I say our prayers are with this person and his family. As soon as I have any further updates, I will make another announcement. Thank you for your understanding.
It's 5 a.m. About 10 minutes ago, as you just heard, they did a missing, or not missing, they did man overboard.
It was the early morning period, just off the coast of Florida. The MSC Meraviglia had just finished a 5-day trip to the Bahamas. Most guests were still sleeping. Some were awakening to the noise of breakfast carts or soft waves hitting the ship's hull. But then, a message echoed through the intercom.
We are currently performing a search and rescue operation at this time. Once again, I repeat, just a few minutes ago, one of the passengers of a ship was reported missing, and we are currently performing a search and rescue operation at this time. We apologize for this, but I know and I speak on behalf of all of you when I say our prayers are with this person and his family. As soon as I have any further updates, I will make another announcement. Thank you for your understanding.
Panic grew fast. Lights turned on. Curtains were pulled open. People hurried to their balconies and looked over the railings. What they witnessed was turmoil. Helicopters flew, and Coast Guard boats cut through the waves. As per officials,
Thank you so much, Allison. Breaking news into the Fox 35 newsroom. The Coast Guard says a 36-year-old woman has been found dead after she fell overboard. Happened on board a cruise ship about 5:30 this morning. It's the MSC Miravilia.
a 36-year-old woman had gone overboard around 5 a.m. Somewhere between the vast ocean and the Florida coastline, she disappeared into the dark water. At 7:30 a.m., the woman's corpse was discovered in the water.
May I have your attention, please? I repeat, may I have your attention, please, for an important announcement. Around 5 a.m. this morning, we were alerted to a passenger overboard by our detection system while the ship was en route to Port Canaveral. We subsequently performed an immediate search and rescue operation in the area. U.S. Coast Guard supported us with boats and helicopter. Unfortunately, despite the rapid rescue operation, the passenger sustained fatal injuries and we just learned she passed away. We are offering our full support to the authorities who are involved in this matter. I know I speak on behalf of all of you when I say our prayers are with the person and their family. Our ETA alongside Port Canaveral will be in about 45 minutes from now. We apologize for the delay, sure that you all understand the circumstance. Thank you very much.
Her identity has not been publicly shared, and most of the people on the ship never knew her, but the sadness still touched every level of the ship. For the moment, one woman's life is over. A family is mourning, and for those who were present, the memory of that mourning will never fade. Number 3. The Cemetery Figure. This is Stacy, the producer behind the YouTube channel Misguided Road Trips. On her page, Stacy records her adventures through forgotten locations steeped in lore, off-the-grid camping, and creepy explorations of haunted spots. In this clip uploaded on March 3, 2019, she went back to a cemetery she's gone to before, one where she earlier experienced some odd, unexplained happenings. But on this occasion, she was not by herself. Her companion Patty came with her for what they thought would be just a creepy night out. From the second they get there, though, the feeling seems off. Something about the location doesn't feel right. Camping there already seems like a terrible idea, so instead of preparing right away, they choose to take a stroll through the cemetery grounds, and it does not take much time before odd things start to happen.
Some of these out here are really not that old in this section, so I'm assuming the only reason they would have probably wanted to be buried here is because
there are family members that I guess come out here and want to be buried with other family members. Some of them are newer, some of them are older. I don't know if y'all remember this one that it sounds like. These aren't old at all. I don't know why. I don't like this place. Jeez. I don't know. Oh shit. It's moving.
Am I touching something?
All right, go.
Was that a tree or was that something else?
I don't think that didn't look like a tree to me.
There's something there. What is that?
It may be easy to miss initially, but if you watch closely, you will see it. A large, dark shape standing completely motionless behind the brick wall, unmoving, observing, almost as if it had been present the whole time.
Jeez.
Geez. Scared, Stacy and Patty automatically stepped back, hearts pounding, uncertain of what precisely they were observing. Whatever it was, it had not shifted an inch. Still overcome by curiosity, they maintained their distance, but remained just close enough to attempt to get a better look.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I don't know what that is. That doesn't look like a tree. Shit. That looks almost like that shadow. I think we should probably go. Is it moving?
Not moving.
What the hell is that?
Behind us.
I don't like this.
I don't like this either, Stacy.
It's like it's just froze. I don't know what we
Don't
should
look
do.
normal. Is there somebody there? We're just filming.
Can you still see them?
It's so good. It's right there. But there's something dark, just dark. Something dark standing there. Oh my God! It just moved.
Oh shit.
As soon as Stacy and Patty noticed that the figure started to move, fear set in. Whatever or whoever that was, they both had the same feeling. This was not something they wanted to wait around and determine. Whether it was something spooky or simply a person hiding in the shadows wearing something forbiddingly dark, one thing was certain: it did not feel secure. Without a second thought, they turned and fled, hearts racing, adrenaline pumping, making a direct line back to their vehicle. Only once they were safe inside with the doors secured and the headlights cutting the darkness did they begin to feel a bit of safety. It wasn't until they were many miles away, the spooky cemetery vanishing behind them in the rearview mirror, that they could really relax again. So, what do you suppose was waiting for them behind that wall? A ghost tied to the ground, a person with evil intentions, or something else entirely? Whatever it was, one thing is certain: this night left Stacy and Patty with more questions than answers, and a memory they will not ever forget. Number 4. The Haunted Hotel, Sydney's State of Mind. But not every spooky encounter occurs deep in the woods or between crumbling gravestones. Sometimes it happens to you when you are simply seeking a good night's sleep, just as with Sydney, the solo adventurer behind the YouTube channel Sydney's State of Mind. Since April of the previous year, she has been recording her travels across America in her SUV, presenting road trip advice, serene moments in nature, and the liberty that comes with solo travel. Her videos usually radiate positivity, centered on beauty, self-reliance, and the open highway. But in the clip she posted on May 23, 2025, Sydney took another turn. While seeing the iconic ghost towns of Bodie and Virginia City, she chose to do something beyond her comfort zone: spend a night in a hotel said to be haunted. A self-described skeptic when it concerns the paranormal, Sydney was not anticipating much. Just a cool detour and a change from sleeping in her vehicle. But what she saw that night caught her totally by surprise.
Jeez Louise, it's windy. It's so cute and tiny.
Sydney was not the slightest bit worried about spending the night there. She had a shower, got settled, and started to relax. Completely comfortable and far from anticipating anything unusual. In fact, by this time, she had nearly forgotten the hotel's haunted reputation. But just as she began to feel really at ease, something odd occurred.
My review so far is as follows. Not creepy, just kind of old, very tall ceilings. The town is very busy. Wait. You know, I just heard footsteps. I just heard footsteps. What the? I would have grabbed my GoPro, but I was... Wait. Oh my god. Let me reenact the scene. I was reading this paper. I got to, she had a rousing, roaring silver and gold line past. And I just heard footsteps right outside my door go. But it was like cushioned on the carpet. And it wasn't very hard. So I opened the door and nobody was out there. Wow. You know when there's footsteps above you, you can hear it. When there's footsteps outside, they're kind of hard. This one, it was like soft. Right outside my door. And by the time I came, grabbed my GoPro and opened the door, I would have seen somebody. There's nobody there.
Completely bewildered, Sydney could hardly trust what she had just experienced. Part of her even felt let down, disappointed that she had not captured it on video, that there was no chance to replay the event and confirm what she had seen. Still feeling disturbed but resolved not to let it spoil her stay, she went outside for some fresh air, had a walk through the town, and got a bite to eat, trusting the strange sensation would pass. But the night was not finished with her yet. Back in her chamber, Sydney chose to get a bit of work done on her computer before going to bed. And just as she had finally quit thinking about those odd footsteps, another thing happened.
It's almost 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna get my PJs and then go to sleep. I can't believe I'm sleeping in a haunted hotel tonight. I'm kind of scared to turn the light off. Good night, my friends. I'll let you know if anything scary happens.
Of course, it was an ancient, poorly insulated hotel, but Sydney could not ignore the feeling that these noises were just a bit too irregular, too intentional to be from other guests. Still, even though she was really creeped out, she was able to stay surprisingly composed throughout the night. But sleep, that was a different matter. The odd noises went on for hours. By morning, Sydney informed her viewers that this night had certainly changed something inside her. She no longer considered herself a skeptic, at least not regarding this place. Something about that building didn't feel right, and she was now sure that all the ghost tales might be founded on real events. So, what do you believe? Was Sydney truly hearing ghosts that night, or was it simply an old building filled with creaks and sounds? Let me know your opinions below. Number 5. The Scream in Pluckley Woods. Meet the Bells, a family inspired by curiosity and a joint love for adventure. From seeing eerie abandoned structures to camping in some of the most bizarre places, they are always pursuing the next excitement and recording every moment for their online following. And in this clip posted on May 24, 2025, two family members, James and Joe, went out for a night in the notorious Pluckley Woods, a forest often discussed for its haunted history. The evening started like many of their trips, a roaring fire, a couple of drinks, and tales swapped under the covering of trees as night settled in. But as the night progressed, they chose to change things up. Hoping to get some spooky footage for their clip, they took their flashlights and went deeper into the woods, totally unaware of what they would encounter.
We are working our way into the woods.
There's a bat flying about tonight. Again.
Bat? A batty?
Bat. Yeah, batty.
Plenty of bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep getting stuff flying past my face.
As long as it ain't those bloody hornets.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that again.
It's nasty, wasn't it? That was dirty. That was over here.
Yeah, it was definitely over there.
Fucking hell. We're out of here.
I'm going.
I ain't having that.
No.
Did you hear that?
Mate, I'm looking around for that.
Whoa!
No.
Fuck that! Oh my god!
I'm glad it's fur mine hanging around.
Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing at. It's dirty, it's still going.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Holy shit!
Why do we keep coming back?
Frightened by the sudden blood-chilling scream, James and Joe fled back to their campsite, totally shaken. The feeling had changed, and the forest no longer felt like a thrilling escape, but something much more disturbing. For a time, they discussed whether to remain, attempting to persuade themselves it could have been a joke. Perhaps other campers were pulling a prank, but that persistent sense of unease was hard to shake. And even though they did not notice or hear anything else back at the tent, they eventually decided to leave, trusting their gut over curiosity. So, what would you have done in their position? And who or what do you believe was the source of that scream? A prankster with a strange sense of humor, or something much more sinister hidden in the forest? One thing is definite: Joe and James were happy they did not wait around to discover. Number 6. The Fly Tippers. In nature, facing the strange alone can be frightening, but sometimes, even when you are with others and everything appears calm, trouble has a way of coming to you. That is precisely what occurred to Gary and Julia, the pair behind New Life in the Van, as they got settled into what seemed like the ideal location for the night. Gary and Julia are a British pair recording their travels around the world in a motorhome. Their videos are usually cheerful, filled with beautiful views, funny moments, and the liberty that life offers, all in the hope of motivating others to pursue adventure and create lasting memories. But, as we all understand, life on the road is not always so perfect. And in this clip shared on May 17, 2025, they presented a very different aspect of their life. While seeing North America, the pair discovered what seemed like the perfect spot to stop for the day: a free parking spot in rural Idaho, right next to the water. After having a short walk and seeing some garbage scattered along the riverside, they still thought it was calm enough to settle down and relax. But just as they began to unwind, a strange car pulled up not far from their vehicle.
A car come in here with a load of crap in it, haven't we? We think they're going to fly tip. There's so much rubbish around here. We don't really want to go out there because you don't know what these people are like. They've got loads of shit in the back of their pickup, haven't they?
Did look like it, yeah.
I mean, like mattresses, the lot.
Yeah.
They've driven down there. I bet you any money they're going to fly tip.
Well. I'm tempted to take a walk around there with a camera, just pretend to take pictures. I bet there's a scarper.
No, Gary, I'll tell you what the problem is with that. Is what if they've got a gun?
What are they going to do, shoot me over that?
I don't know. People bloody do the weirdest things over nothing.
I suppose they do.
It might look like bloody paradise here, but when you've got an issue like that going on, I think we should almost like take a photo, but I don't know how. Without getting caught doing it.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to take a photo as well. At least we could send it to a local government agency or something like that.
It's disgusting what people are doing. It's such a beautiful area as well.
The people who came up nearby gave Gary and Julia an immediate strange feeling. Something about them just did not feel right. Not only were they openly dumping garbage in the spot, but there was also a time when it seemed like one of them might be holding a gun. It was hard to tell what their motives were, but the feeling was off, and the pair did not want to take any risks. What had initially seemed like a quiet, beautiful place quickly felt dangerous and unsafe. So, trusting their gut, Gary and Julia made the choice to pack up and go before dark.
Slow down, Gary. What's he taking out of there? There is no way that he's going for a walk. This is what they're doing. Slow down, Gary. They've got some sort of... They are literally fly tipping. Stop there for a second, love. Look at that. That is absolutely disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. In a beautiful area like this, they are fly tipping. We're not going to stay here because this is obviously somewhere that people are coming to fly tip. He's waiting to see us go, look.
Yeah, he is.
He's now put him on the back foot there a little bit, hun. Just stop there for a second. See what he decides he's going to do. Wow. Look at the size of those objects. I mean, there looks like there's a disability kind of vehicle there as well.
Got a number plate.
I can't really see it, to be honest. I think
there one on the front?
There is one on the front, but it's not that clear. I've taken a photograph, but it's really... Look at them. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Totally disgusted and let down, Gary and Julia left the spot for their own safety and sanity. Even if those strange people never meant to use a weapon, it just was not worth the danger. Out there on the highway, far from assistance, sometimes all you have is your intuition. And in this situation, it likely kept them from real harm. So what would you have done in a scenario like this? Would you have remained, hoping it was all a simple misunderstanding? Or would you, like Gary and Julia, have decided to leave and be safe? Number 7. The Altar in the Woods. In September 2020, John and Tim from the well-known YouTube channel Exploration Unknown went out to record their trip to an abandoned altar hidden in the center of a dense forest. But what they saw that day was much more dangerous than they ever imagined. The trip started like any other. John and Tim had learned rumors about an altar lost somewhere in the forest and chose to see it for themselves. But from the very beginning, there were warning signs.
Where are we?
It's supposed to be public land.
This is private property, bro.
Well, maybe it's like this over here, somebody's private property. And I know this over here should be like public land.
As they went by the directions they were provided, it became uncertain if they were on private or public land. Just a few moments after they arrived at the spot, they got their reply in the most frightening way possible.
Saw something behind you. Shh. Dude, key light. Kill your light, dude. Key. Oh, I gotta do this card. Shh. Hide. Dude, they were waiting. Everybody's here. Shh. down, get down. Oh God, dude, we gotta get out of here. You shut the engine off. Oh God, he's getting out.
Hey, that thing you damn lights up there.
Oh God. Dude, he's got a gun.
Get off my car.
He's got a gun. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Okay, okay, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go. Oh God, oh God. Tim, you okay? Tim, you okay? You okay? Get up, dude, come on. Get up, get up, get up. Get up. Are you hit? Are you hit? Are you hit? Oh God, run, dude, run. Run, 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 run. Okay, okay.
A man showed up, one who appeared to have been anticipating them. Without a sound, he aimed a gun directly at John and Tim. The man did not simply threaten them, he shot his gun. The shot went out, echoing through the woods. Tim, frightened by the noise, tripped and dropped to the ground. For a frightening second, it looked like he had been shot. This is the type of situation no adventurer ever wants to be in. One bad move, one wrong word, and things could change from bad to fatal in a flash. John and Tim had two choices: attempt to reason with a man who might not be in his right mind, or remain quiet and hope they could get away unseen. Luckily, both John and Tim got out of the woods, unharmed, but terrified. As they fled through the trees, the man did not follow them, but the fear that he could still be pointing at their backs must have been awful. Once they got to the safety of their vehicle, it became apparent just how fortunate they were. They never returned, and frankly, who could blame them? I am glad they got out safely, but it was a close call, much like what you will see in the next clip.